Baba used to say, it is not how long a life, but how sweet a life that counts. And I think maybe the same is true with friendships. I'm not sure how long I will get to spend with Benjamin, but I will appreciate the time I have. Nobody is yours to keep. Nothing is forever. And thus is the story of Marinka, a young girl who comes to terms with herself, with growing up, maturing, and part of that is, of course, not only taking responsibility for her actions and behaviors, but also realizing that what her Baba truly meant. And in this coming of age book, we have Kimaya, who is going to be with us today, who's going to give us insights into the book. Hello, Kimaya. It's wonderful to have you with us.
Hello, my name is Kimaya and I am 11 years old. I study in grade 6 at Pathway School Gurgaon and I love maths and reading.
Well, I think Yaga characters have obviously emerged straight from folklore. They are also never one-sided, as they often tend to be in fairy and folk tales. But they are finely nuanced with both positive characteristics and character flaws. So how did you find the Baba Yaga in this book?
I think that Baba Yaga was a very mysterious character, but she was also very responsible. She did her job well and raised Marinka to do the same. She is also very straightforward with what she wants to do and what has to be done. She is quite old and wise like all grandmothers and always wants what is best for Marinka, even if it's not what she wants. I like Baba Yaga a lot in the story because her characteristics and her flaws are very balanced. She cares a lot for the people around her.
Actually, we had our first introduction with Baba Yaga when we were children, and we used to get a lot of these translated Soviet books in a lot of book fairs. But that was a very long time ago. But I don't think I had read this book at that time. Okay, coming back from that, if you had a house with chicken legs just for a day, where do you think you would like to go?
If I had a house with chicken legs for one day, I would want to go to a small village with less pollution and near an ocean too, so I could go to the beach at any time. A small village where there would be two small two-story houses, lots of greenery, and places to run around.
The favorite character I have in the book is the house itself. It has a character all of its own, and it's one of my favorites, like I said. But I honestly felt that it deserved better than Marinka. The house doesn't speak, but it finds, ways to communicate. It tries so hard to make Marinka happy, but she just takes it for granted and, it doesn't take very good care of it. And that kind of made me angry. What do you think about the house?
I agree. I believe that the house played a big part in the book. I loved how the house had so much emotion. I also liked the different ways it communicated with Marinka, including all the shaking, breaking, and moving. I love how it played hide and seek with Marinka and let her sit on the roof. It was both playful and lovable as well as loyal and guarding.
Well, I certainly had my issues and problem with some of Marinka's behaviors and actions. Though, to be honest, in hindsight, I feel maybe you can understand her better, being of the same age group and everything. Uh, do you identify with her?
Yes, I can relate to Marinka a bit. She wants to be a normal girl with friends, not moving so much and definitely not like Baba Yaga. She wants a stable life. She doesn't understand why she isn't allowed to meet other kids. She's rebellious and she wants to have adventures. She of course gets mad at Baba Yaga for good reasons. But she is also very brave and willing to go through the gate into the land of the dead to bring her Baba Yaga back.
Well, while a part of me is actually just a trifle sad and upset that Marinka never does manage to retrieve her Baba from beyond the gate. But I felt that Baba Yaga becomes larger than life. She lives on. And I felt that the feeling of loss has been dealt really nicely in the book. Don't you think so?
Yes, I think it has been portrayed in the book very well. A part of me really wanted Baba Yaga to come back, and just like Marinka, I was devastated. But in so many ways, it is like the cycle of life. People will go, and it helps to not take things for granted as they may not be there tomorrow. Marinka is very sad, but accepts her fate to be the next Yaga, and this loss in some way helps her to grow. Baba Yaga forever lives on, and Marinka truly appreciates her.
Thank you so much, Kimaya. I hope you're enjoying Bookbibuli as a platform.
I came across Bookbibuli in a book event, and I find it great that they actually give great recommendations which are appropriate for the age, and it helps me and my parents to discover books to enjoy and learn from.
Well, The House with Chicken Legs. It's based on Slavic folklore and myth and written by Sophie Anderson for middle schoolers. The story runs around 12-year-old Marinka's parents who died a long time ago, and she only has her Baba, her grandmother, and their house with chicken legs. Oh yes, and the dead souls that Baba Yaga helps cross into the afterlife. Every night is a party as Baba Yaga hosts the dead, listens to their stories, and blesses them on their journeys. But Marinka's lonely, the house with chicken legs, never stays in one place for long. And Marinka and her Baba don't control their moves, so she never gets a chance to make any living friends. She wants someone her own size and age to play, and she doesn't want the role of Baba Yaga afterwards. And this is what the premise of the story is, how she embarks upon her own journey. And I'm not going to tell you anything further just to prevent spoilers, but do go ahead and read it. And how shall I end this wonderful, superb, yet simple story? I will take you to some of the lines that Baba Yaga has to say. May you have strength on the long and arduous journey ahead. The stars are calling for you. Move on with gratitude for your time on earth, every moment, now and eternity. You carry with you memories of infinite value, the love of your family and home, peace at returning to the stars. The great cycle is complete. And now for Bookbibuli Read Reco. The reading competency required for this book is 5. The reader should be able to comprehend the colloquial, no heavy words, easy language and flow. You can possibly finish it in 3 to 4 days. Can be read with breaks. The genre is adventure and folklore. It will be a natural extension to a reading trajectory which already has A Pinch of Magic by Michelle Harrison, Matilda by Roald Dahl, and Enchantment by Orson Scott Card. It is a perfect read for middle schoolers, suitable for ages 9 and above. This book can be an introduction to Russian folklore. This book will teach about grief and loss and about letting go. Once you have read this, you are ready for Coraline by Neil Gaiman. All the best and happy reading.